Hello everyone, today I will teach to you the next applications of the electrolysis is the electro-refining. Where is used the electro-refining process? You know that the metal is occur in the earth crust in the form of free state as well as combined state. If the metals are occur in combined state, at that time we will do the different types of steps. First is the wash with water, then concentrate the ore, then do the reductions of the ore, and last step of the extraction of metal is the electro-refining. Means we get at a last step we get a impure metal. That impure metal contains some impurity of other metals. At that time use the electro-refining process. What is by how to define the electro-refining process? The process in which pure metal is obtained from its impure state by electrolysis process are called electro-refining. How will you do the electro-refining? Try to understand the general points. The first, take the one rectangular steel tank, then make the rods of impure metal and take the one rod of pure metals. The impure metal rod always connected to the positive terminal of battery, and we will take the one pure metal rod, they are connected to the negative terminal of battery, and dip these both the rods in the electrolytic solution, aqueous electrolytic solution, and then pass the electricity. You know that impure metal contain some other metal also. They are ionized. Some metals are ionized at a low voltage. Some metals are not ionized. They remains as an anode mode, and specific metal is ionized completely and they attract towards the cathode and they are deposited on the cathode in the form of pure state. For example, the electro-refining of blister coppers. What in by blister coppers? The impure state of copper is called as the blister coppers. These blister copper or impure copper contain the zinc, iron, silver, gold, platinum. Such type of metal is present as a impurity in the blister coppers. First, make the rods of blister copper and take the one pure copper plate, connect the blister copper, the positive terminal of battery, and pure copper plate connected to the negative terminal of battery, and immerse these both the rods in the copper 50% copper sulfate solutions and pass the electricity, pass the direct current low voltage electricity through this solution. Then what happens? At a first time, water molecule is ionized complete, form a hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion, as well as copper sulfate solution is also ionized after passing the electric current through the solution to form a copper ion and sulfate ions. You remember, at a low voltage, the high reactive metal like iron, zinc, nickel are ionized, but the low reactive metal like gold, silver, platinum is not ionized at a low voltage, but they are collect in the form of powder. In the powder form, they are collected at the bottom of anode, that is called as the anode mode. It means that when you pass the low voltage electric current through the solution, the high reactive metals ionized and form ion in the solution, but low reactive metals are collected in the form of mud, that is called as the anode mud. They are collected at the bottom of anode, hence it is called as the anode mud. But remember one important point, at 0.4 voltage, at a 0.4 voltage, the copper present in the blister coppers are ionized in the solution and gives the electron in the solutions. What happens? Here blister copper acts as an anode. At anode what happens? Blister copper lose the ion in the solution or form the ion in the solution by losing the electrons. This reaction called oxidation reaction. These formed copper ion as well as copper ion sulfate solution, they are attracted towards the negative rod, that is the cathode, and these ions attract completely towards the cathode. And at cathode what happens? Which reaction takes place? At cathode copper ion is attracted and they accept the loses electron and copper is deposited in the form of solid state. It means that on the surface of cathode, slowly the layers of brown layer of copper is formed on the cathode. It means that the size of cathode is slowly or gradually increased. Simultaneously, the size of anode is gradually decreased. Why it is decreased? Because it forms a copper ion, therefore size of anode slowly decreased. Finally, we get a pure form of copper on the cathode. Separate this copper, that copper is near about 99% pure copper. Understand? How will you separate this pure copper from the impure copper rods? This process is called as the electro-refining process. Understand? How will you separate the pure copper from the impure copper? By electrolysis process. Which type of question may be asked on this electro-refining point in the examination, as well as its important points or notes will be given in the description box. Solve these questions. Thank you.